Carter.
Flowers wilt. Mascara dries out. Books always have a final page. Everything comes to an end. But it's what happens between the beginning and end of a story that is truly important. Before flowers wilt, they stand tall and pour out fruitful fragrances. Before mascara dries to a crisp, it sits upon curled eyelashes, emphasizing the color of one's eyes. Before the end of a book, there's always a story. In most stories, there lies a curveball, or the rising action, if I may. But what I failed to realize is that this curveball that we so often discuss in our English classes is not just an essential plot element, it is a part of life. November 20th, 2021, at 8:30 p.m., my phone rings. It's my dad. Mom is in the emergency room, and something's wrong with her leg. Don't panic though, everything will be okay. Days later, I realized that the moment before this phone call was the last time I would feel okay for a very long while. This phone call was the beginning of an end. I was introduced to a new kind of pain, a pain I couldn't put into words even if I tried. This phone call was the start of my mother's journey with cancer. My mom was diagnosed with cancer in her leg, and that pained me. I was thrown a curveball. But that wasn't it. The rising action just kept climbing. My mother's cancer metastasized to her lungs, and that crushed me. And then, I found out that my mom only has 3 years left to live. And well, that broke me. Everything changed, not only for my mom, but for all of her family, for my mom's friends, for my sisters, for me. Everything is different when you become the child of a cancer patient. And before you stop listening to me because you don't believe this applies to you, I promise it does. Have you ever broken a bone? Have you watched your parents separate, failed a test, or lost a pet? Have you ever just had such a rough day, all you want to do is be alone? If you can answer any of these questions with a yes, listen to me. It doesn't get easier. I will not tell you a single lie. It's been 523 days since I received this news, and if anything, it has gotten harder. So, why am I standing here in front of you today? I am standing up here because I'm still standing. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, if you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward. You must at least crawl. Get out of bed, fake a smile, and one day soon, that smile won't be faked. If you haven't figured it out already in life, you don't get to control most things. That would be too easy. You don't get to choose who lives and who dies. You don't get to choose what you're allergic to, or your height. You don't get to choose what eye color you have, or the color of your skin. And as much as I wish this was different, you most definitely do not get to choose who has cancer. But what you do determine is how you react to pain. Over and over again, you will want to give up. You'll have hard days. And just when you think your day couldn't get any worse, you'll get kicked to the ground again. But what separates you from the majority of people is getting back up. Rising back up knowing that you could potentially fall down again. That is the kind of strength that gets you through high school, allows you to graduate, helps fight illness, and encourages you to bounce back from failure. With strength, you will succeed. So, before the end of your story, live every page in remembrance of the pages before, but keep your head in the moment. You never know what curveball is on its way, so appreciate what is around you before it's gone. Everything that is beautiful eventually comes to an end. And no matter how heavy the pages in your book feel, keep turning them forward. You can only turn a new page in hopes that it is better than the previous, but the story will never get better if you stop reading your book at chapter 15 or 16, 17 or 18, when there's a series of chapters ahead of you.